Exactly.
You have to update me.
Do you know what 69 stands for?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. 420 is when you smoke weed. Yeah, and it's like 420.
Oh, I think I've actually heard about that.
Okay.
Before. I didn't know it was 420.
All right, you go.
I'm thinking if I move my queen here,
Oh wait, where?
like I'll move it to E10.
E10. Where's E10? Wait.
Nothing.
Wait, where is E10? I'm so confused.
Nothing. It's not on the board actually.
Wait, was that a nuts joke or something that I missed?
No. That'd be weird and out of pocket. Anyway.
Look at the chat and Nemo's Twitch channel, loving every minute. 10-6-6. She's gonna have to dodge a lot of bullets here. Pulte for now looking for a king, a 10, or a 7. Plenty of backdoor draws, including the 3-3. Needs a king, 10, 7, or 3, or this tournament is over. And this tournament is over. Nemo gets the job done. She's stunned, but she's the champion.
Thank you so much, Pulte. It was a pleasure to play against you. Thank you.
Nice job.
Oh my God.
Spend it wisely.
I will. Okay, 5 push-ups. You guys ready? Ah! Oh my God, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm gonna do it against the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, workout for the day done. Oh. Whew. Like, I truly don't understand. Like, where is this leg going? Okay, so I think it goes like this, right? And then you want to get into like this position. Like, I think that's what we're trying to. Ta-da! See? My little fist? It fits perfectly. Proof that I punched it. Like, my fists aren't very big. They fit perfectly into each of these holes. And that's why my hand is like beyond bruised. They're quite bad. Know who this is? Your girlfriend? For Tasha's girlfriend? Wait, actually, I was fully joking. I was entirely memeing. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. He's dating a chess player? Good for him, I guess. I don't know if that's a good for him in Polish culture. I don't know what chess players are like in Poland. If you have an ELO, I'm automatically not dating you, so tough luck, buddy. Only dating people who have no idea what the fuck chess is. Alright, okay. I'm scared, guys. A little bit. 3, 2, let's go, Nemo. 1. Oh my god! That was awesome! Yeah. That was so scary. Alright, hello guys. Hope you're all well today. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am still like eating my food. I just woke up basically. And I had to like start up my stream. My cat is going crazy. Hey buddy. I've been so busy today. I've actually been so busy today. But I hope you guys are doing well. I am back today. We are going to be recapping our experience at Botez Camp. Hey, my name is Indrickle. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to 28th month. Thank you. I feel a little better for sure. Oh my god. I have this giant bow thing. Okay, cats go. Bro. I got my cat back today, and he is going insane. Hi. Hello, little guy. Alright, well, He came around and said hi. Yeah, he probably wants some food, but he's not getting any because this is the first food I have had in a very long time. My flight was honestly quite late. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I am back in Toronto, as you guys can see. I'm back in my normal stream setup, and I missed him a lot. Whoa. This is really good. It's about... Dude. My cat is so hyper. He has way more energy than I do. But this is a bao. So it's an open-faced bao. Baos are Chinese. And this is chicken. Fried chicken. The fried chicken part is really good. Honestly, it's a little hard to eat because it's like a big ball of chicken in a bao. And usually this is not how baos are made, but I don't mind. It's good though. But yeah. No, it's not mantou. It's a bao. Like, it's just the Western style of bao. With the open face. It's more modern this way. But anyways, we will be doing our makeup on stream as well. You guys can ask me any and all questions you have about chess or about life or about Botez Chess Camp, whatever it is that you want to ask me. Today is going to be really chill. I don't exactly have like... My brain is a little bit dead. It's gonna be really chill. But I don't exactly have like on YouTube, but I have this stream actually on YouTube as well today, which is why we don't currently have music, because I wanted to say hi to everybody on there as well. And as you can tell, I am still sick. Unfortunately, my cough did not just magically disappear because I'm away from LA. Yeah. Cats go! Buddy! He's such a little menace. He's actually such a menace. Why are you in there? Hey! Why are you licking my clothing? He's just in a clothing bag. Oh my god, he's so playful right now. He's actually so playful. He's being a little menace. Hey, come say hi to stream. Come. Up. Up. Buddy. Good boy. Hey Troy, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 3rd month. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, what a good boy. What a good boy. But this is my cat, Catsko. I've missed him a lot. Nope, nope, nope. You're not allowed to jump up there. He's super playful. So, but he likes his treats. So it's always possible to bait him. But it's been a while since I've seen him. He's been really cute. He's actually like, yeah, you can ask my cat questions too. He was sleeping in my bed earlier today. Well, he usually does that, but anyways, he's like, he actively remembers me, which is nice. Ah! Bro, I just want to eat. He honestly is like, he's so into the food and stuff. Well, he really does like me. It's true. He follows me everywhere on a regular basis. No, I absolutely did not give Andrea a pity draw. I just played terrible the whole game. Like, there's nothing more to say. I'm not embarrassed about it. I think Andrea played fine. She didn't blunder a piece. Sometimes draws happen. And honestly, at that point, I was in such a bad mental, like, state of mind that I was just so relieved to be, like, done with the event. I was just genuinely so happy to be done with the event. But I am in better health. I am. I was just so relieved. Like, holy fuck. Andrea was walking into my room. Well, if you guys were following my shorts from the tournament, I was really depressed from day one. Hey, Master Therian, thank you so much for the 16 months. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I mean, I honestly never stopped crying. Like, I started crying from day one. I was like, this is so miserable from day one, and I didn't want to be there within 5 minutes of being at the event, and I was like, wow, I thought I was stronger than this, and I thought that I could handle this, and within 5 minutes of playing Gen, I was like, bro, why did I sign up for this? Like, literally within the first 5 minutes of being in the game, I was like, I really thought that I could do this. And then in my head, I'm like thinking about what my mom used to say about how, like, no, like, how could you possibly get into such a bad position? How could you possibly not have prepped this opening? And I could just see, like, her scowling face at the like, I was just in so much, like, honestly, I was just in full, like, PTSD mode the entire event. And anytime anybody tried talking to me about the games or about the event, I would just start crying. And it's so embarrassing, honestly. Like, we had the producers going around and, like, asking people questions and stuff. And I was just there, like, there were a bunch of times when I just didn't want to talk about it. But anyways, it was fine. It was fine. But yeah, that's why I was crying, like, the morning before playing Andrea. I was, like, so done. I was just in my room. I had, like, all of the wind, like, Andrea describes it perfectly. I don't know, like, I was in the dark. I had the opening up on Chessbase on my laptop, in my bed. I actually have a video of me doing that because she wanted to put it in her YouTube video. She comes in, and before I started, like, talking to her, I was fine. And then she was like, Nemo, are you okay? And I was like, no, like, I was fine until she asked me if I was okay. Like, first of all, I love Andrea. She's super sweet. And she like, never means anything, like, maliciously. So I knew she just was genuinely, like, worried about me, and she wanted to borrow a dress as well. So anyways, I was like, she was really, really, really trying to, like, be nice and supportive. And then I just started, like, bawling. And then we were, like, in the bed together, and I was just, like, crying. But anyways, that's why I was crying before the game versus Andrea. It had really nothing, like, it wasn't because, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it had nothing to do with Andrea either. Why are you up there, buddy? Holy crap, one sec. My cat is just casually. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's done. Okay. He's after my Quado plushie. It's true. But I'm feeling, honestly, a lot better now that it's done. Like, I'm feeling very relieved that it's done. Because, I mean, I was also, like, full-on sick playing it. If I'd known I'd be sick playing it, I obviously would have saved myself the pain and saved everybody else the pain of having to listen to me cough for the entirety of the week. Like, every 5 minutes. I'm just running out of the room, like, dying. And I still am. But now at least I get to die in the comfort of my own home. Like, if I knew I was going to be sick I knew I was sick. I thought I was going to get better. And then I just didn't get better. The doctor said that I would like my coughing would improve within 3-4 days. And then I just kept coughing through the entire tournament, and I was so frustrated about that too. It's okay. Honestly, it's fine. No, I have really bad asthma. I think the stress does not help, but I had 2 inhalers that the doctors prescribed for me right before I left, so we know it's asthma. My asthma is just not really improving. So hopefully it's gonna improve now that I'm back in Toronto and I'm actually able to get some rest and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, the inhalers help. Without the inhalers, like, I can't really breathe. I literally, like, can't breathe during certain times during the tournament. I was just, like, trying to stay alive, quite literally. Like, if I sprinted out of the room, it was probably to take an inhaler puff. Because, like, I'm also gonna just start dying. I would definitely say that the games are stressful, but honestly, I think, like, I'm just allergic to classical chess. It just was, like, the worst experience. Everything except the chess was a lot of fun, and I really, really, really appreciate. Hey, buddy, shoot! You don't even like daikon. You're a cat. You don't eat daikon. Oh, I mean, I can't sit still for that long. I was, like, struggling on so many levels. I was struggling to sit still. I've never really been able to sit still during chess tournaments because I don't really like playing. I never really liked playing chess tournaments because, once again, I played chess only because my parents forced me to play chess. So my own personal motivations for chess are that I am super competitive and I hate losing. I was insanely uncomfortable the entire tournament. I was, like, really just trying to stay alive and not jump off the cliff. Like, the amount of times that an opponent would take, like, 10 minutes to think, and I'd be like, can I just fucking end it right now? Like, there is a cliff there. I am able to walk off it, and it would be really, really, really nice to just walk off this cliff. So I don't have to, like, sit here anymore. No, it was really just, like, I can't sit still. I really, 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 really can't sit still. I wasn't really nervous. I just don't like being there. I just don't enjoy playing chess. And I don't know how to put it any other way. Like, I don't enjoy playing long games of chess. I like it when people challenge me to bullet. I love the Blitz tournament. I just do not enjoy playing classical chess. And it's like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, it's just that simple. There is no, like, sure, I'm like sick and all that stuff and all that, but I just don't enjoy playing classical, and it's just what it is, which is fine. But no, I mean, I have a really tough relationship with the game anyways, but yeah. I think I'm really okay. The nice thing about this tournament is that it made me realize that I'm not over my PTSD. Like, I thought that I'd moved on, and I thought that I was over it. But no, every single time that I played a game of chess, I would just hear my parents' thoughts, and I would start thinking about chess in Mandarin again, and I was like, holy crap. I really thought that I had, like, because I've gone to therapy a lot ever since I, like, moved out of my parents' house and, you know, kind of, like, picked my own careers and stuff, and I just, like, have not made as much progress mentally I guess, as I thought I did. And I genuinely thought that I had made a lot more progress. Like, I genuinely thought. And then I got there, and the very first game, it brought back so many bad memories. I was just there like, wow. So, no, I definitely do not have better performance playing classical chess. I mean, I played, like, Blitz and stuff. I strongly prefer Blitz. Yeah, well, I think a large part of the reason why I played so well in game 1 is that... So, I drew Jen 10 years ago. And my mom was so mad at me. Like, so mad at me. 10 years ago, I drew Jen in a slightly better position with black pieces. I just took a repetition because I don't think, like, I really cared about the game at that point. I was like, I just want to go home. And my mom was, like, insanely mad at me. So I was there, like, if I like, I know she's not really there anymore and she doesn't really care and all that stuff. Like, she really doesn't care anymore. I already disappointed her in multiple ways. But it was just, like, the fear. I don't know how to describe it. It's just the fear. It's the fear of getting yelled at. It's the fear of, like, being told that once again, I'm not going to be worth it. Like, it's just all of that was super coming back to me. So I think I, like, really put my heart out for the first game. And then it was, like, it was the fear of failure. Yeah, it was really just the fear of failure. It was the fear of, like, I don't know what it was. It was just, like, I can't lose this game. So, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it was like the anxiety. It was really just the anxiety. Yes, 100%. If someone offered to erase my memory, like, in that one movie with the blue-haired girl, I would do it. It's really just like... Yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That one. I'm really happy with how I played, but obviously I made a lot of, like, minor errors, and I was so terrified of losing. I think I've said this a lot, but winning doesn't really bring me joy. It's just the fear of losing, which, once again, is largely, like, it's just relief if I don't lose. It's like relief if I win. It's just like relief that it's over with. Yeah, exactly. Which is just meh. So anyways, what's something I wish I started instead of chess at the same age? Honestly, I don't really regret, like, starting chess. My problem, once again, isn't really with chess. Like, chess, like, I have a very, very terrible relationship with chess, and I wish that I had more mental strength to be stronger and just forget about, like, all the shit that happened and just be like, I'm my own person now. Obviously, I make my own money. Like, chess has gotten me a lot of really cool things. But I think it's just because of the way that I was brought up playing chess. It's very hard for me to actively enjoy anything with it. Like, it would have been nice. We did a lie detector test, and there were some things that, like, I got asked that will never see the light of the world, but it just made, like, me realize how much of that I still hold. Like, all the training methods were negative reinforcement. I just don't associate chess with anything positive. Like, there's just nothing positive that I ever experienced with chess growing up. Like, there was never a time when my parents were like, oh, good job. There was never a time when my parents were like, wow, you played this game so well. It's always like, if I found an 8-move checkmate, it's like, why didn't you find this in 6? Why didn't you win this game in 20 moves? If I won World Youth, it's like, okay, but now why aren't you winning World Cup next year? And it's just like... If I won Canadian National Championships, it's like, why didn't you win it with a perfect score? It's just all of that. So, yeah, it was just never like a positive. I just don't think I ever got anything. I don't think my mom ever said anything positive about me. So, yeah, it's like if I won a game, she would be like, "Oh, but you could have played better. Like, why didn't you make a blend? Like, why did you make this mistake here? It could have been a cleaner game." So, it's just like I had to be perfect, basically. But, yeah. No, I mean, my mom is perfect in life. She got a lawyer degree in like 2 years. She has a PhD. Like, honestly, my mom is a lot more accomplished than I am, and it's totally okay. So, like, she was able to get her like 6th degree or whatever faster than I could get my undergrad. And I was just there like, wow, great. This is a lot of fun. I was literally like, bro, I can't with my mom. Like, no, she's super accomplished and I'm really proud of her and stuff, but I just wasn't like quite good enough for her, which is okay. She was really good at everything. She really was. She really was good at everything. No, she's a really cool person, and it's really nice talking to her about things that are not necessarily like... Yeah, I mean, she really cared. Like I said, I don't really think that there's anything that can be done anymore. It's been so long when that happened. And obviously, like, she has really high standards because she's really accomplished in her own right and in her own field. And I really wish the best for her. And I think that, once again, my problem isn't really with my parents pushing me to do things. I think, like, a little help, like, a bit of pushing is great. But it's, once again, just a law of, like, diminishing returns. There's just no way that this was the most effective way for me to grow up. Like, she really should have just read a parenting book at some point and been like, okay, well, you know, maybe if we give her daughter a little space and she can actually rest in between tournaments and stuff, and yeah. I think I'm overly critical of people. I think I'm overly critical of myself. I think I'm overly critical of basically everything. But it's just life, you know? It's just life. And I really want to put it behind me and stop complaining. Because, like, shit happens. Complaining isn't really going to change it. I like to just explain to people, like, this is what happened, which is why I am the way I am. And if you don't like me for that, then, you know, like, take it up with my parents, I guess. Yeah, no, I definitely do think that my parents suffered a lot of generational trauma, and I definitely don't blame them for anything anymore. Like, really, it's just, like, shit happens, man. Like, shit happens. So, hey, Old School Gamer, thank you so much for 26 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, everybody has their own struggles. My parents went through so much. And I appreciate them for, you know, doing their best. Do I think it could have been done better and more effectively? Yes, absolutely. Which is what I am much more annoyed about. If the end goal was really for me to getting into Harvard, why didn't I just spend 6, 7, 8 hours a day, you know, doing school stuff? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I think I didn't get into Harvard because I didn't have, you know, like, my SATs were good, but not good enough. My essay was good, but not good enough. And it's like, what if instead of playing chess all those years, I just fucking worked on getting into the school, which was the ultimate goal anyways. I just think I get much more annoyed about that. But I've talked about it plenty. There's really not much more point in talking about it. But I just wanted to explain to you guys why playing chess is so tough for me. Just really mentally tough. And I think people don't really always understand, like, the environment. Because I also just didn't really like chess to that degree. I think it would have been very different. And thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like, I just think that if I genuinely liked chess, this would have been so different. I would have been like, all right, I'm going to grind this. I'm going to get there. But I didn't like the game enough for that. And it's like, whatever, you know, that's on me. That's on me. Yeah, basically casually astute. I mean, we all have our own issues in life. And I think as far as, like, issues in life go, having to have played, you know, 20 years of classical chess is probably not the biggest issue. So, you know, I'm just, like, putting it behind me. I don't have to play chess. I really played this tournament because, Alex invited me, and I explained to her, like, hey, there's a lot of other girls that would make really good candidates. Like, you don't have to invite me. You know, like, I don't have to be there. I know we're really good friends and all that. And she said she really wanted me, and she said that, like, it wouldn't be the same if I wasn't there and stuff. So... like, I genuinely think that it was, like, really nice of her to invite me. I definitely was not, you know, like, I always appreciate it when she invites me to stuff. I obviously did not think that I was going to be sick for so long. That part sucked. I genuinely feel really, really terrible to everybody in the house who had to deal with me coughing for a week and a half straight. Linda would be like, oh, I can hear you coughing in the morning. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I think somebody was like, oh, Nemo, you're up this early? And Linda was like, yeah, I heard Nemo coughing like an hour ago. I was like, yeah, I was dying. Like, oops, I apologize. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girls. But that being said, everybody at the camp was extremely, extremely sweet. Like, everybody was really sweet. Oh, it was really funny. We were doing the lie detector test. So we were filming. And Andrea kept trying to ask questions at times. And I would just, like, die in a coughing fit, and Andrea would be like, I can't hear anything over Nemo coughing. And I'm like, I'm sorry, this is not my fault. I can't do anything about it. And it was, like, really, really funny. So, yeah, for once, Andrea wasn't the loudest. And it was, like, hilarious. No, but really, it was, yeah, especially from Andrea. But it was fair, because we were, like, really tired. We filmed the lie detector test for so long. And when we filmed the lie detector test, obviously, you know, well, it's going to be made into a YouTube video. So hopefully a lot of the coughing is going to be cut out. But I would be fucking annoyed if somebody was coughing during my chess tournament for a week and a half straight. Like, I don't blame anyone for being annoyed at my cough. Like, really. Like, I was annoyed, bro. I was like, this is some bullshit. Like, I don't want to be coughing in everybody's... Like, I was trying to run out of the hall as much as I could, but it's sometimes so difficult, and the chairs weren't very convenient, so every time I would get up, I would bump into the chair. The tables were really small. Man, yeah. The cough probably made it easier to lie. At that point, I don't think I could. No, all the girls once again were super understanding. Every single girl, like I was like, damn, I wish my lungs would just shut the. I agree with this. Like I can't control it. I apologize. I genuinely do. But that being said, all of the girls were extremely nice. I think chess.com did an amazing job with, you know, yeah, give Alex Botez all of the content money, like please. Alex did an amazing job with the invitation list. All the girls were fantastic. Not a single person was annoying. I think all the girls liked each other. I have no idea if my mom actually wanted to be a mom. I have no clue. I probably, yes. I just think that my mom expected maybe, like, I don't know, a different daughter. At this point, there's no point in thinking about it. It's been so fucking long. I've unfortunately already been placed on this earth. So, can't really do anything about that. Like, I am here now. It is what it is. No, I mean, honestly, I respect everybody's hustle. Like, Dina is only annoying at times because she cares so much about her content and her YouTube, even if it's not necessarily the best timing. And she's very much, like, entitled to doing what she wants to do, and I am very entitled to saying no. So, you know, like, everybody, I don't think that there's anything ever wrong with asking somebody something and then being like, no, sorry, this is not a great time, right? Like, a lot of people say that stuff, and it's just, you can't, like, we're fucking adults. It's not that big of a deal. Like, we're all in a work environment. It's just not a big deal. I honestly don't think that there was, like, any significant drama. Oh, obviously, I'll speak on the Anna game once I actually get to the recap part. I guess that was the only drama. Hey, Lone Gamer. It's true. I also have not said no enough times. Honestly, like, I should have said no more often as a kid, although that would not have gone very well for me. So, hey, Lone Gamer, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. But, like I said, I'm so fucking tired, and I know a lot of people are also so fucking tired of me talking about why I'm crying and why classical chess is not for me. I just wish there was a way for everybody to know before they made a comment. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to be, like, I didn't want to have PTSD over fucking chess. Why? Like, that's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Like, really? This is the thing that I have PTSD over playing classical chess? Like, it's so lame. Like, why? Like, maybe I could have broken a leg while skiing or something. Like, why isn't it that? Hey, Apotheosis, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I know we don't control our lives, but, like, I have PTSD over a literal board game. It's like, bro, oddly specific. Yeah, it's so it's so oddly specific. Crying, coughing, laughing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also that. But it's very specific, like, oh, that sucks, Etsugo. Yeah, that's tough. Could have broken a clock while skiing, it's true. Yeah, chess phobia is not real, it can't hurt you. But like I said, I think my family would have been a lot happier if I just had not played chess and if I had just shown a little less promise in chess growing up and I had just been a bit more of a normal child doing traditional winter sports in freaking northern Finland. I still don't understand how I became a chess player growing up in northern Finland. Why was I not a skier? Why was I not a ski jumper? Why was I not a hockey player? Why was I not a figure skater? Finland is not exactly known for their chess prowess. Why wasn't I a PLO poker player? You know, Finland has so many good exports. Not a single one of them is chess. I'm sorry. No offense to Finnish chess. So, I could have been a Formula 1 driver. I could have been a biathlon. I could have been an esports player. I could have been a professional sauna enjoyer. Why wasn't I a rally driver? I grew up in northern Finland, so like Oulu. Which I guess Finnish people don't even really think as northern Finland because it's, like, still quite central. Yeah. Or I could have been a horse hobbyist. I could have been an air pistol. Like, Finland's also good at, like, air pistol and, like, shooting and stuff. Yeah. Honestly, it was really, it's like, I could have been an elk wrestler, I could have been a reindeer racer. I draw the line on hobby. I could have been a reindeer herder, like, imagine the possibilities, man. No, but it was really funny. I mean, once the lie detector test comes out, you guys are gonna hear a lot of stuff and a lot of thoughts. I don't regret getting into chess or anything like that. I just wish it was different. And I think that's like, you know, baby steps. Baby steps. Like, I haven't made some insane statement like, I am quitting chess forever after this. Like, somewhere deep down, I like the game to some degree. I wouldn't say I love the game because that's been, like, bullied the shit out of me, but I do enjoy the game in certain environments. And I really thought, like, I really thought that I could handle classical chess for a week and a half. I made a mistake, and I will acknowledge that. I really made a mistake, and that's okay. Once I was there, that's it. Like, that's it. That's just what I gotta do. So, I'm glad that I stuck it out. Did not quit halfway through. That would have been really awkward. And although my performance was not the best, I think a lot of my games were really interesting. So, yeah. I really actively enjoyed, like, the saving grace of this tournament was how nice every girl was. Every single girl, like, basically comforted another girl at some point during the event and was like, hey, it's going to be okay. Like, this is, you know, not our whole life. This is not, like, you know, our only choice in life. Linda is not even a, like, chess player, really. She's just a musician who happened to have played chess when she was a kid. It was really wholesome. Alex was consoling people. Like, everybody cried at some point during the tournament. Whether it was out of frustration, whether it was out of, like, losing a game. For me, a lot of it was just PTSD. Like, a lot of it, honestly, for me, like, I don't even think I was crying over the games. I would lose a game and just be so relieved it was done and be like, at least my mom's not here to yell at me on top of this. Like, holy fuck, why is this so hard? But anyways, my point is, like, everybody at some point during the tournament broke down. Like, sometimes maybe it was frustration over the event as a whole, because it is a lot of stress to be, you know, away from your friends, away from family and stuff, and just kind of stuck in Malibu, really, because we were also in a house in, like, the middle of nowhere, so it was really hard to go anywhere. Like, your options were to wait 30 minutes for an Uber, or, you know, take a walk around the yard. So most of the time, the first few days, everybody, like, nobody left the house. I think the first 4 days, nobody left the house. It was like 30 minutes to get down from the hill. It was like really, really, really high up in the mountains of the hills. And I think that it was beautiful location, but it did make a lot of things quite inconvenient, like getting food. Not that the food orders weren't good or anything, but it also took like 2 hours from the time of ordering food to getting the food. So I struggled a lot with eating, because as you guys know, my diet is a little fucked up. And like I had to awkwardly either eat food, like I don't like eating food during a game, basically. Like I don't like, yeah, that what diet. I don't like eating during a game, but I also don't like eating food right before a game, but I also don't eat breakfast. So 3 p.m. games were so awkward, because we would place a food order sometimes, and like we would move the games around. So sometimes if games were at 1 p.m., I would just have no food at all. But it was just like I just really, 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 really struggled with like a lot of like really dumb stuff that I should not be struggling with, like sleeping. I also couldn't sleep. It was really hard to sleep, because some girls would wake up way earlier because they had 11 a.m. rounds, and I am not a morning person at all. And I would just get like 5 hours of sleep or something some of the nights. So yeah, I mean, also playing the longest games did not help. that I did not sign up for. When I hired Joe on a per hour basis, I was like, there's no way that my games are going to take longer than 5 hours, right? And I think like 4 games lasted longer than 5 hours. And I was like, bruh. Yeah, exactly. Like 1 p.m. games were really awkward for me. I just don't do well with like in the middle games. But anyways. No, I didn't break the record for longest classical game. I definitely had probably the 2 longest games at the entire event. So it was kind of interesting, but I also don't think that like my games were, I had like one 99 move game, I had one 93 move game, I had, yeah, which is fine. Like, it's okay. It happens. Yeah, I did not enjoy playing the super long games, as you guys know. I was like, Alex was 99 move. Was it 100? Maybe we had 100. Maybe. Maybe it was 100 moves. I don't actually remember. I thought it was 99. No, Jen and I had the very first game I played was 93 moves. Yeah. Well, the behind the scenes content is mostly on Instagram already. So, but I also am not a huge fan of like, I'm gonna have one day in the life. There's one of those days, and then I just did not have the mental capacity to do any of the other days. When I'm playing chess, or like when I'm in a chess mindset, it's very much a live or die kind of mindset, which is not healthy. I'm not able to have fun. I'm not able to enjoy anything else in life. I could be given like $1 million in the middle of a chess tournament, and I would not care, because I would still be like, fuck, I have to play chess. If that makes sense. Like, you don't understand how like closed-minded I become once chess starts. Once chess starts, it's like I am locked in. I don't give any shits about anything else. If I am going to be miserable, I am going to be miserable. And I am okay with that. And it's like, it's not healthy. I'm not saying that is healthy. I'm not saying that that is the correct mindset at all. I am just saying that that is how I think. I like cannot think about content. I cannot think about trying to do a vlog. I cannot. Yeah, like, I just can't. It's impossible for me. And yeah, like, I can enjoy, like, I try my best, but my mind is still, like, the moment somebody stops talking to me, my mind instantly goes back to, fuck, I made, like, why did I not play Bishop takes f5 against Anna Kramling or something? Like, that's like, instantly what my mind goes to. Like, the moment somebody stops, like, distracting me, it's like, fuck. So, anyways. Thank you so much, Little Camp, for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 12th month. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. If Chess Camp, I really think that Alex, like, please, everybody, give your support to Alex. She is amazing. She puts so much time into it. She honestly had such a good result on top of, like, producing and hosting. Like, everybody, Alex is amazing. Alex is absolutely amazing. Please, everybody, like, give... I don't know. I don't even know where you can really leave love for Alex. I guess the next time she streams, everybody go use your Prime on Botez Live. Like, leave nice comments on her YouTube recaps if she's posting any recaps. Like, seriously, I absolutely love Alex. Like, yeah. Post bird feed to her. Say thank you if you ever see her in person. She's done some really amazing things for women in chess, and she's done amazing things for me. And I know that she's done amazing things for the other ladies in the house as well. She is truly an awesome person, and she hosted this tournament, you know, has the whole house, got us all food for the entire event, hired us producers, hired us a videographer. Like, Alex deserves all of the appreciation. She really does. And I really appreciate going through this experience, because I actually had a game that I really liked. I'm not saying this because I won the game. I'm saying this because this is the last time that I ever will get to play the Spanish defense, or sorry, the Rey Lopez in classical chess, and I have Alex to thank for that. Like, the fact that I actually got to play the Rey Lopez one last time, which I guess I also need to thank Jules for that. I need to thank Jules as well for playing the Rey Lopez against me. I genuinely do enjoy, like, I've played the Rey Lopez since I was 5, and I think the Rey Lopez is the one opening I do genuinely enjoy playing. Like, there's a lot of things I don't like, but playing my favorite opening against me, Jules, I love you, honestly, for that, because I was looking at all her openings, because she's, like, she hasn't really played that much classical, like, Jules has not played nearly as much chess as I have, but Jules is spending 6 hours a day currently studying chess, basically every single day. She loves chess. Jules loves chess, and she's played, like, chess as a kid. So I'm talking about Jules Gambit, and I actually really enjoy the fact that she enjoys chess. Like, that will never be me, but I'm glad that somebody out there did not have a traumatic experience with chess growing up, actively enjoys it, and is, like, you know, wants to get better at it, and is happy playing it. So I genuinely think that Jules deserves a lot of support, a lot of love for that, and I have mad respect to her for, you know, having a good event. She really had a good event. But anyways, I do want to recap my game against Jules. Yeah, and she also, like, almost beat Jen. So I think everybody has, like, a love-hate relationship with chess. I think it's very hard to have only a positive experience with a game that you play for 20 years. Can you imagine? It's kind of like being in a relationship, yeah? If you're in a relationship with somebody for 20 years, what are the chances that you're actually going to like that person every single fucking second of the day for 20 years? So, like, it's really okay. It's really okay. Some of us have more toxic relationships than others. But, you know, thank you, Akamu-chin, for the 44 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. No, but seriously, I think that all the girls there are absolutely amazing, and everybody is like doing their very best. I think some of them are doing better than others. I'm talking about purely mentally. I'm not talking about like, you know, content or anything. I don't like that ain't my business. But I do think that everybody at the house was doing their best during the tournament. And obviously that comes out like different for some people and stuff, but anyways, I do think it was a lot of fun. Outside of the chess, I feel like it was really, 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 really nice to get to know some girls better. And I absolutely love all of the girls. Like, it was really nice. Anna and I... Well, I mean, I've always really enjoyed Anna's company. But I do think that Anna is, like, the most... I don't know how to describe it. The most reasonable person. She's just so different from me. She's like... Well, I don't really watch her content that much. But then again, I don't really, like, watch anybody's content all that much. And she knows this. Like, I've told her that. This is not, like, some deep, dark secret where I'm super embarrassed to admit, to tell Anna, like, hey, Anna, I don't actually watch her content. I don't care about her content, though. Like... She's been very amazing to talk to in person. And I've met her a lot of her stuff. I mean, I love... Sorry, I meant to say I like Anna. I'm sure her content is great from what I have seen, like the few bits that I have seen. But Anna is genuinely, like, one of my favorite people, probably, to just talk to. But Anna knows that I don't really, like... Okay, that sounds rude. I want her to succeed. I want her to do amazing. I want her to be the biggest YouTuber in the world. Here, are you happy now? Like, I genuinely do. I genuinely do. But also at the same time, like, I'm not too obsessed with anybody else's content or anything like that. I am just... Like... Let's be real. I would be friends with her. Like, I wouldn't have met her if it wasn't for content. But if Anna quit tomorrow, deleted her YouTube, and was, like, not doing any more stuff, Anna is still somebody that I would really want to hang out with. Like, she's just somebody I enjoy spending time with. And I don't know if she feels the same way about me necessarily, but I genuinely like Anna. Like, as a person. Like, it's just... Anna is just super friendly. I think, once again, she is extremely... I don't... Like, the best word I can think of is reasonable. Like... Yeah, just, like, grounded, reasonable. She feels like she had a healthy... She feels like she had a healthy relationship with her parents, and therefore she has a healthy relationship with her life. And she is genuinely a good person. And... is not too both like frivolous and is not like chasing fame or anything like that. I don't really know how to explain it all. But she's just her. Like, I definitely feel like some content creators are chasing fame, or some content creators feel like they deserve more than what they have. I think Anna is just Anna. And it's, like, beautiful. It's really beautiful. I definitely used to think that it's a little crazy that, like, I used to not... Well, I always liked Anna. I just thought that there was no way that Anna was actually like this as a person until I got to meet her first, like, I think 2 years ago now in New York City. And I was like, Wow. This girl is actually like this, huh? Yeah, she's like a unicorn. She really is. Like I thought well, I didn't think she invented a character. I thought she was just naive. Like, I thought she was just like a 19-year-old girl who didn't understand how the world works. And I think Anna understands how the world works and is still able to keep a positive attitude. And that's beautiful. I think that's really beautiful. Anyways, I absolutely love Anna. She's great. Hey, Smash the Keys, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. No, I definitely don't think that. I think that Anna needs to stay Anna. Like, we need to keep Anna. I'm dying. But yeah. No, but really, it's okay if she doesn't think the same way of me. I'm definitely a lot more like... Yeah, I mean, without better words, I feel like, and I talk like I've been through some unnecessary trauma. And I tend to drag everybody around me into that. Even when I don't mean to. Like... I really don't mean to, and then it's just like, oops. Sorry, guys. Well, now you know about this. Like, I'll just drop, like, the most random shit. Like, we'll talk about something, and I'll be like, well, when I was a kid, you know, everyone's sharing, like, wholesome family stories or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah. So actually, when I was a kid. But yeah, it does. It really does. But anyways, I did want to recap 2 of the games, or we'll see how much time we have. But I do want to recap this game because obviously I got asked a lot about it, if I'm going to recap it and stuff. And it's not because, like, my recaps have been so slow. I think I finally posted the recap against Alex. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So I am trying my very darndest to get through the game recaps. I really am. Like, I apologize that I am slow. I really do apologize that I'm slow. Like, I'm trying to. I really am trying to get through it. But at least we have short form recaps basically every day. You know? So I hope you guys have been enjoying those. But I got asked about this game a lot. And we just posted the clip of Anna and I basically hugging it out after this game. Because obviously there were some things about this game that people were like, oh, did you do that on purpose? And we'll get to it. So let's go. So this is my game against Anna. Once again, I absolutely love Anna. She's amazing. And I played e4. She plays c5. So I took a look at this opening. We've played this opening a ton online. And this is basically like a really like solid opening, I would say. It's not particularly interesting. Basically what happens is that black gets this isolated pawn, which white is going to play against. And we actually both had above 90% accuracies this game. Anna actually ended up having a 95% accuracy, while I had a 90% accuracy. So I was honestly pretty okay with the way that I played this opening. But I think I was trying to flag Anna a little bit too hard in the middle game, because I just made these moves really quickly thinking that, oh, you know, I'm just going to go for this pawn on d5 and see what happens. And with the way that the game turned out, Anna actually played basically top tier moves, every single move. So I wasn't able to capture the pawn, and I was so sad. Here I played rook d4. I was really trying to not trade off queens, but I decided to play rook b4 because I thought after queen takes e3, pawn takes e3, now this pawn will never be able to push forward, and I would be able to play against this pawn for the rest of the game. I had a really big edge, I would say, for most of the middle game, because Anna is just trying to survive and save her pawn, and that's the only thing that I cared about, was to capture her pawn. So I played rook d4 once again, trying to, you know, capture the pawn. However, I did realize that the c pawn would always be a little bit of an issue, because if I ever took this pawn, I would have to do it at a very opportune time, because otherwise I would lose the c2 pawn. So she plays rook c4 and I play rook to d1, and after rook f to c8, I decided to play rook to d2, and I think this is a part of the game where I realized, oh, I probably could have found better moves in the middle game. So I think what I could have really done here better is maybe, first of all, I don't love queen takes d4. So the reason I didn't play bishop takes d4 back here is because I thought knight to e4 would potentially be an issue, because if I take here, now she's going to have these pawns and she would be able to push f5. But upon second observation, I have bishop to c4, stopping her pawn from really being able to push up, so then I could just go for this pawn capture. So I think bishop takes d4, this is a move that I actually well, I didn't really spend that much time on, but I mean, I spent 7 minutes on this move, so I was thinking about all of these positional choices in here, and I thought queen takes d4 would be better, because then I can just put the bishop here and go for this. But I think I would have probably done better with bishop takes d4, because then I could have played bishop to f3, gone for this pawn, taken this knight, and maybe gone for the d5 pawn. So I think I made a couple of strategic errors that if I was sharper and was not so in a blitz mindset, I would have been able to find. But once again, I don't really think that, that was the most critical moment. I think the game was a draw here and all that stuff. But I also definitely think that I should have played e4. I saw this move and was like, no, I'm going to keep all the pawns on the board so that I have a better chance of winning this endgame. And that is such a dangerous way of thinking, because I knew she had 55 seconds on the clock, so I didn't want to simplify the position at all. I didn't even want to trade a pawn off the board, because I was like, oh, she only has 55 seconds left and she still has to make 7 more moves. So I think that was a very big mistake. I think e4 is a much more logical move. And even though this does mean that I won't have the pawn here. Oh, also this is the correct move, by the way. You take the bishop first, so then this pawn has to capture, and then she has weak pawns. I was always like, no, I don't want to play these positions. I want to keep the position complicated, because if I trade off pieces, then how am I going to possibly win this position? And I think it's just, in endgames, you just have to press small advantages for the win. It's not about waiting for your opponent to make a mistake. It's not about trying to flag your opponent. And I think that's something that not playing classical chess basically at all, I haven't played a game of classical chess in basically 2 years. I think that is one of the big mistakes I have. I wasn't very objective about my position and thought that, you see me move my bishop back. I was just trying to keep pieces on the board, trying to flag her, and I think that was really dumb. I think that was actively dumb. I think that's a very big reason why playing blitz and playing bullet is actively bad for your chess. And I think it really showed in this game. I just kept trying to flag her, and she gets plus 30 seconds per move, so it's impossible to flag, where in this endgame, I should be playing objective moves. I should be playing objective moves, and I'm not playing objective moves. And I'm just I don't even know why my bishop is on f7. I don't even have a reason to put the bishop on f7. I'm just making moves. And I think that's a big reason for why I was not very concise here. So first of all, I wasn't really sure what to play in this position, period. I played knight to e2 because I thought maybe I can go knight to f4 if the king goes to f6. And I definitely considered that she could play knight to c8. And here I just thought that there was no way that I would lose this endgame because we still have equal pawns and stuff. So I played b4. And after knight to e7, she spent so much time calculating this knight to c8 line after hitting move 40. I was definitely getting a little worried here, but I played b takes a5, king takes, and then after knight to d4, I actually found this move with bishop e6, and after g3, if I had just taken on f5, this would have been a draw. Because now if d4, I can take, after bishop takes, I play pawn to a6. If bishop to f1, I have bishop d3. If she takes here, 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 and then I promote into a queen as well. And other than that, if she goes bishop to a8, kind of like how she did in the game, I simply have bishop h3. If she ever takes, I take, bishop takes. And I think this is the line that I missed, because here I was like, fuck, she has a pawn still and a bishop. But her king can never leave this pawn because I take it. And all she can do is shuffle her bishop back and forth. So this would have been a draw. So I honestly defended so many good endgames. I was really disappointed after the game for not finding bishop f5. Because I found like some really last minute moves in a lot of other games. And after I played a6, I knew I was lost. Here, I knew I was lost, actually. So I wasn't paying too much attention to the clock. And then I glanced over and I had 1 second left on the clock. So I moved the piece, the bishop, as fast as I could. And I was trying to put it on g4. But in the game, I think I put it. The bishop slid, and I had to go slam the clock because I had 1 second left. So basically what happened is that the board is... Okay, so the tables are quite small. Like, I've been folding my score sheets and stuff so that they would fit. The board is really small, so the clock was already kind of like teetering on the edge. I don't have enough strength to slam a clock through a table, yeah? Like, let's be real here. You think that I would be able to slam a clock through a table? That'd be kind of crazy. Anyways, the board is like already slightly off the table. So I literally like slam the clock. The clock falls, and I with my reflexes, I catch it, but then by that point, we were already not sure where the bishop was because the bishop was on g5. And I immediately tell Anna that like, hey, that's not where my bishop is. And you can see me trying to explain that to her on the board. And we realized this is not going to work. We should go VAR. So we pause the clock and we put the bishop back onto e6 and we go call over Papa Botez. And Vila is in the kitchen and Papa Botez was apparently on the toilet, and he was like, give me 2 minutes, guys. And Vila was like, bro, what the fuck could you guys possibly need an arbiter for? And we were like, well, you see, Nemo might have made an illegal move and we're not sure where the bishop went. Yeah, at this point the game was already lost, but I just want to explain that I wasn't trying to like get extra time or anything. Also, it doesn't make sense. If I get extra time, like to think on the position, Anna gets extra time, and I already know that her position is winning. So it made no sense. Yeah, anyways, but basically what happened was that the bishop was like placed on an illegal square. So extra time to be losing. Hell yeah, we love that. But what would have happened without video? We're not sure what would have happened without video, which is why it was kind of nice that the game was streamed. And they pulled up a big picture of my illegal move on the Botez stream. And you can clearly see that my bishop is on g5. Which... it was not supposed to be. No, I made the move with 1 second left on the clock. Like, I made the move with 1 second left on the clock. I mean, it's an illegal move. And we both know that in time scrambles, shit happens. So we call the arbiter. Arbiter gave Anna extra time. And then we put the bishop back on e6. And I get to make my move again. And that's basically what happened. So anyways, even if it was legal, my move was ass. No, I mean, I told Anna that I meant to play bishop to g4. Like, I know we don't have the audio on in the middle of the stream, but I told Anna that my bishop is not supposed to be on fucking g5. It's an illegal move. Why would I want to put my bishop on g5? And I was trying to explain that to her, like, it ain't where it's supposed to be. Yo! Anonymous! What the heck? Yo, thank you so much for the 100 gifted subs. That's crazy. Thank you. Holy crap. Yo, if you guys got a gifted sub from Anonymous, please do make sure you're thanking him. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Look, somebody enjoys the humor in a woman grandmaster making a legal move. I appreciate it. Like I said, I was not trying to cheat. I did make an illegal move. Please leave me alone. It is embarrassing enough. Like, seriously. You can laugh at me for making an illegal move. Make more illegal moves in the future. Yeah. Thank you, Papa Botez, for the subs. Yeah, but it was obviously like makes illegal move, still lost. Like you can say, I got a warning. If I made another illegal move, I lose the game. Like, leave me alone. I wasn't trying to be malicious. Anna and I are literally laughing about it on the camera, off screen. Like, we're literally laughing about it. It was purely accidental. And I played Bishop G4. I played the move that I told Anna that I was going to play. I was like, Anna, I wanted to play Bishop G4. Yeah, once the clock was added and all that, I played Bishop to G4. No, he didn't write that I had a warning, but we all know I had a warning. I mean, it doesn't matter if I have a warning. I was pretty much lost anyways. So, anyways. Yeah, Anna's face was like, what the fuck? Anyways, it was an interesting game. Well, sorry, no, I was trying to play Bishop G4. I made the move. And you can see in the video, so editor, please slow down the video again. I know we've gone over this so many times, but thank God chess now has VAR. The bishop slides. Like, I literally, you can very clearly see where I'm trying to move it, which is over here, like this square. And it slides in my, like, panic to hit the clock, and it ends up on G5. And then after it ends up on G5, I obviously explained to Anna, this is not where it's supposed to be. So, do you want to go, like, call the arbiter? We can go on. We have video cameras. We will. I'm happy to talk to you. Wherever you think my bishop should be, I am cool with it. Like, and the arbiter goes and looks at it and is like, the bishop's on G5, so you made an illegal move. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I was trying to play here. I'm just lost anyways. Like, I'm sorry for wasting, like, the time, I guess. I didn't want to resign because, I don't know. I don't feel like I wanted to resign here yet. Like, we'd played this game for so long. It felt like this game deserved an ending. Like, let her promote into a queen, you know? So I let her promote into a queen. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that even makes sense. Like, why should I resign in this position? This game was fantastic. This game was really well played by Anna. Like, I am cool with losing in 5 more moves. I really am. So, yeah. Well, I'm not going to let her checkmate me, but I do think that after a queen, it's like, I think she played a fantastic endgame. I really genuinely do. So, why didn't I take the pawn on c4? It doesn't really matter. Like, this part just doesn't matter at all. I'm just so lost anyways. If I go here, there's bishop to f8 as well. Like, I'm just so incredibly lost in this position. It doesn't matter what I play. No, I didn't long for the classical game to be longer, but it's kind of like, if you're, like, losing in what was a close tennis match, but you know, you feel like you're losing, and there's only, like, 2 more, like, it's, let's say it's, like, 4-2 in the last set. Are you gonna resign when it's 4-2? Aren't you just gonna, like, but you, like, you're tired, you know you're lost. Like, wouldn't you just let your opponent get the 2 extra points? Doesn't that make sense? Like, why would you walk off the court at that point? Like, it's classical. It's like, it's taken so long to get here. I might as well see it. Like, I might as well see it to the end. Like, I think once she gets a queen, it is, like, so 100%. Yeah, when you're that invested, I don't want to resign until it's 100% loss. I know it's 98% loss at that point, but yeah. So, anyways, I think the game was super interesting. I think Anna played a very, very, very good game. I was pot committed. Yes, exactly. I don't even think anybody can really resign in tennis, but I just want to, like, explain that. It's like, I like, that's just how I feel in my heart, that once a game has gone to the 5-hour mark and we've played this many moves and we've been so emotionally committed, first of all, I don't want to let the game go, right? Like, I'm still dealing with the fact that I'm losing this game. Once again, nothing against Anna. I think she played amazing. I'm just dealing with my own loss for the game. It's really tough to resign a game after you've played so long and you really want to win, for sure. So that's on me. But also, I don't think it does really, like, yeah. I think the only person that I had to apologize to was Anna, and I apologized to Anna during the game. Like, the moment that we were doing the VAR analysis on the screen, I apologized to Anna, and she was like, yeah, shit happens, and I don't think any other apologies are needed. It's between Anna and I. Anna was my opponent. I apologized to Anna. Like, we were standing in the living room being like, all right, where's Papa Botez, you know? So I was by no means trying to be disrespectful to Anna at all. And I've apologized to her both during the game and I apologized to her after the game, and Anna won. Shit happens. I don't think I owe an apology. And I also was like, and nobody else in the playing hall cared. But yeah, she was happy that she won, obviously. He should apologize to Papa Botez. He didn't sign on to be arbiter to actually do anything. Yeah. So, yeah, YouTube chat really cared. I mean, yeah, I was super clumsy. I smashed the clock, perhaps a little too hard. I acknowledge that. But in a normal scenario, the clock should not have fallen down because the table would have been big enough. Like, next time, maybe everybody that's a hater on YouTube can pitch in $1 so we can afford bigger tables if you're going to be such a hater. Like, please, buy us better tables. Hey, Music B, thank you so much for the prime. If you are going to type a rude, toxic, factually inaccurate comment, every single person owes $1 so that we're able to afford better tables for Botez Camp 2. Thank you. If you are going to type a YouTube comment, or if you are going to accuse me of anything, of trying to, like, hustle Anna, you owe us $1. I did, yes. You owe us $1 so we can afford better tables. Yeah, we're gonna be able to afford Chess Camp 2 on the moon. Big table hater fun. Yes, exactly. Yeah, for sure, Uncultured. I was so lost. Hey, Compel Panda. Thank you so much for the prime. But yeah, anyways. Fun game recap. Once again, Anna's chat was way more mean than my chat. I guess my chat just knows me, like, as a personality, which is kind of nice. Like, thank you guys. But yeah, this was an interesting game. So, well, I think my chat was much more like, I mean, I think that the table should be bigger. Dude, the coughing made everything so hard. The coughing made me tired all the time. I got... Thanks, Sad Rabbit. Thank you. Oh yeah, really trying to hustle Anna here in a completely lost position where I'm giving her more time to think about how she can crush me more. Man, that really makes a lot of sense, huh? Like, if I was trying to hustle Anna, I'm the worst hustler ever. Holy crap. Like, I am giving Anna more time to think about in a position where I am dead lost. This is some top tier hustling. Like, just let me make an illegal move in peace, man. Monka math. It's like, you know the bird meme? Yeah. I did. I stopped the clock after I hit it. I hit it, it dropped. I was trying to explain, and we paused the clock. And I was like, sorry. We'll go get VAR. We should go get, we can literally see I'm like the one that pauses the clock and everything. So, I froze time. But anyways, this game was super interesting. It's a JoJo arc. I mean, you just can't win with the internet, but it's okay. I'm glad that at least some people find the humor in me accidentally dropping a clock. I mean, you just can't win. You can't get DQ'd for talking. I'm glad that at least some people find the humor something that actually accidentally dropping a clock. You can definitely get a warning. You can't get DQ'd for talking. I'm glad that at least some people find the humor. But you can't get DQ'd for like dropping a clock. You can definitely get a warning. Oh, sorry. I was just like on YouTube. I was just randomly clicking. My bad. Yeah. My bad. I apologize. Sorry. I think the clock move was a really strong move. Thank you. I mean, you can't say that this event wasn't without drama. I had 2 losses, 2 draws. No, sorry. 2 losses, 2 wins, and 3 draws. Holy crap. Whew. Okay, anyways. Oh, yeah. I already recapped my game against Jennifer, so that is already on YouTube. It was all for content. Absolutely. So we're not going to look at games that I already... Yeah, I think I want to do the Jules game. Where is it? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, here it is. Okay. So. I got to play one last game. One very, very, very last game of Lopez before I quit chess forever. And I just want to say I was super duper surprised when Jules decided to play the right Lopez. Like, the moment she played Bishop B5, I just wanted to, like, get up and give her a big hug. Because I don't know if she played this. She said that after the game that she wanted to try a brand new opening, and this was her very first time playing the right Lopez, and that at some point in her life she had to pick up a new opening. And I respect that so much. But also, I was definitely thinking in my head, girl, there is no freaking shot you looked through all of my games and decided to play the Relopez. I was like, there is no freaking way you really decided to do this. And I was like, man, anyways, I just want to say this is my favorite game from the entire event. I already mentioned this, but I have mad respect to Jules, not only for playing the Spanish against me, but also for picking up chess again after playing as a kid and quitting for a long time, and then going from basically 800 to 1800 in a year and a half. Like, I really, really respect that. I almost respect that as much as Jules playing a Spanish versus a Spanish one trick. So I think that this was my favorite game, and I also absolutely appreciate Alexandra for, you know, running this tournament so that I got to play one more Spanish. One more Spanish. So obviously this is all theory. B5, bishop e7, castles, knight to c3. I don't really know theory here. I never really looked at theory, or at least I have not in a couple of years. So I'm just kind of playing off of feel, and everything here feels really good. Like, everything here feels really good. I play bishop g4. I'm threatening knight to d4. She has to be a little careful. She plays bishop to e3. I play queen to d7. I retreat the knight with the hopes of maybe playing bishop to g5. The engine doesn't love this knight h7 move. But once again, the Spanish is one of those positions where even though the engine thinks that h3, bishop e6, c3 is plus 0.7 for white, what is white really going to do in this position, you know? Like, shuffle her pieces around for 40 more moves? Anyways, I feel extremely, extremely comfortable playing Spanish positions. This is like my peak opening. This is like my favorite opening ever. I can play this opening every day for the rest of my life. This is the opening I enjoy the most. So she plays bishop takes e6. I play f takes e6. And I'm just trying to move my knight over here to potentially play d5 at some point. So obviously she plays c3 to push d4 herself. I play knight g6, and now she plays d4. I play e takes d4, and I actually solve my double pawn situation on the e file. And on top of that, I also have an open f file, which is kind of cool. So obviously I play rook to f7. Now she plays queen c2, and I had a brief chat with my commentators after the game where they told me that rook takes f3 would be a really good move. And I saw rook takes f3 during the game. This is a very classic sacrifice, and I thought about e5. And I calculated king to h2, and I calculated knight to h4. And I honestly just wasn't really impressed with this position. I was like, what if she just plays queen e2? But then I guess I have rook to f8, and then this pawn is going to hang. So I could have seen all of this. I could have played all of this, but I did not. I chose not to. So I go rook a to f8. After knight to h2, I play knight to f4. After knight to f1, I go knight to g5. This is super safe, super solid. I decided to play queen e7 with perhaps the idea of playing c5 at some point. And really just like kind of moving my queen over to the queen side. Maybe some sacrifices on h3. And then after bishop takes f4, I was really happy about this, obviously, because now she doesn't have a dark square bishop to defend on f2. So I was like, wait a minute, this is such a good position for me. So she plays rook e2, and also now I get to play c5 because she played bishop takes f4. So after c5, I took, she takes, I take, and I was really happy with this position. And I had one idea with knight f7, and that was knight to e5, c4, knight to d3. I obviously thought Jules would do something about this plan, but she did not. So I was like, all right, I get to execute my plan for free. This is like the first time the entire tournament that somebody just let me execute my plan. Like, every other time I've had a plan, it would just be like, no. So I was super duper happy about my position. I just love positions like this. I have a good positional advantage. I have my knight on d3. I have a really nice pawn chain over here on the queen side. I have a perfect square for my queen. I have my rooks on a half open file. She has a very clear weakness on f2. None of her pieces are past the 3rd rank. I was just really comfortable in this position. So yeah, anyways, I play queen c5. She plays b4. I'm just keeping my queen on this. And then she plays rook to f1. I think e5 was rushed. So at this point, I was noticing all of the girls, Alex, Linda, Jen, were heading out, and I would see them walk around the house, and Jules and I were the last game. Again, I had so many last games in this tournament, and I was so sad because they were about to go for a hike, and I could see everybody putting on their hiking clothing, and I was so sad. I wanted to leave the house so badly. I was like, bro, I want to be done with my game. I really wanted to be done with my game. So I rushed at this moment because I was like, if I play e5, there's nothing that she can do about her position. But obviously I should have played rook h4 first. So here I thought that knight h5 would be a problem. But I can obviously play rook to f7 and then play e5. So if the knight goes back, now I can just take, obviously, and this is completely free. But instead I played e5 first. So she wouldn't have knight to h5. But obviously after this, her best move is probably just takes, honestly. She should probably get rid of that. And then she also has this idea. I think this was an interesting idea. I don't think she would have played this, which is why I made my move in the first place. But, like, my inaccuracy, honestly. My inaccuracy. I didn't play this part of the game very well. I was really trying to rush a little bit too much. And then, thankfully, she made a really big mistake with knight e3. But if she didn't play knight to e3, instead I played g3, I would actually have a little trouble here. Because after rook to f3, once again, she should be getting rid of this pawn. If she plays, like, king to g2, I don't really have this because there's queen takes. So then I would have had to, Then I would have had to sack my rook. And this would have been a very awkward endgame to play. But yeah. So this was her best choice. She could have found this for sure. I had a lot of faith in Jules. I was very lucky that she played knight e3, which set me up for a brilliant move. I think my only one from the entire tournament. But I sacrificed the rook. I get to say the line. I sacrificed the rook. Hell yeah. So I was really happy about sacrificing the rook. And obviously now it's just winning because if she takes this, I have queen takes and her rook is pinned. When the queen goes here, I have queen takes f2 for sure, which is a winning endgame because I have a passed pawn and I still have a king and all that. But instead I played queen e4 because this is much more... Queen d4, sorry. This is a lot more forceful because I figured that if we finish this game a little a little earlier, like, we're going to be able to go to the beach. And yeah, she resigned the game. Actually, I think I played c3 on the board, but I don't really know why it's not in here. So I got to play c3 anyway. She resigned the game. And then we went to the beach together. But yeah, it was really fun. We actually had a lot of fun at the beach. Jules is great. Absolutely love her. And I think she played a very good game and had a lot of really good chances in this game. You can see that I wasn't really pushing my advantage all that much, and I honestly didn't play that well, but it's all good. It happens sometimes. I was still very lucky that she made a pretty big mistake with knight to e3, and I was able to sacrifice my rook, because otherwise we probably would have played like another 6-hour game where I had to play exchange down and use my pass pawn to try to win the game, and that would have sucked. We did not get to go on the hike, but we did get to go to the beach. So honestly, it's better than a hike. I would rather go to the beach than go on a hike. So I was really happy. But this was my favorite game from the entire event because I got to play the Spanish. So huge thank you to Alexandra for once again hosting the entire event. She deserves all the love. She really did an amazing job putting it all together. I have a lot of my own personal, thoughts about what could be changed for next time, but obviously those are my own personal thoughts and my own personal preferences, I would say. They're much more my own personal preferences. But yeah, Alex is really amazing and I love her very much. So Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you very much, Alex, for hosting this. Oh, yeah, I should have done a confession booth. We wanted to do a confession booth, but we couldn't figure out how to stream it. Yeah. Really cool idea by Alex. My suggestion is 100%. Next time, can we just do chess camp without the chess part and just do the camp part? Like, can it just be a girls' camp? Can we just camp? Can we just have s'mores and marshmallows and have like cooking activities, and we can like all just sit around the fire and, you know, talk about our stories and share our relationship drama, and yeah, like can we play Exploding Kittens or Cards Against Humanity and tell scary stories? Like, can we just have camp? Maybe we can have pillow fights. Like, can we just hang out like normal friends? Yeah, chess, always ruining a good time. Yeah, but like, can we just do a girls' night out instead? That is my suggestion. Hello. I was never allowed to go to summer camps. I've never had a summer camp experience. I would say that this is probably my first ever summer camp experience. Like, I've gone to camps and stuff, but my parents were always there, so I have some understanding of how real camping works because I grew up in Finland, so I know how real camping works. But I never got to like go out with just friends and it was just us and all that stuff. Like, it was always with my parents. Yeah, I can set up a tent. I actually really like going on camping trips with my parents. I didn't mind that too much. It was kind of nice to go camping with my parents. I like to pretend that, well, Finland is so, like, is the wilderness quite literally. So, yeah. Maybe 2-3 rounds of rapid a day instead of classical, or maybe just, like, 1 day of rapid. Like, what about, like, 3 days of rapid tournament? Like, 3 days, like, okay, if we had 8 people, then it would be probably 2 days of rapid. No, it would still probably be 3 days of rapid. I think playing 4 rapid games a day seems tough. But, like, maybe 3 days of rapid, so you get 7 games, like 3-2-2. And then 2 days of a blitz tournament. And then maybe, like, just a fun, like, everybody can collab with each other days. I think there's a lot of ways to do this for myself personally, where everybody is going to be way less stressed. And we can also all probably drop the amount of crying down to, like, you know, maybe everybody just cries once on the trip instead of everybody cries 5 times on the trip for 5 hours. Like, I just feel like everybody was so stressed and we should implement a cry limit. Like, that's the goal. Like, maybe maybe we just get a little less crying done. The Crichton. Because the other problem is we were all discussing about how much we like creating content with everybody, but the problem also is after every game of Classico chess, nobody has the energy to go film shit. Like, nobody wants to do more content once the classical game has been played. Everybody is so tired. Like, we all just want to relax and go to the pool or go on a hike. Nobody wants to be like, hey, like, Alex, what if we now did a whole, filmed a whole 2-hour YouTube video with this crazy concept? Because we're all just too tired. Well, I mean, I don't really count recaps. Recaps don't really involve other people. I meant more like collaborating with each other, because we can do recaps from the comfort of our own home. I'm not saying that recaps are not content, but recaps aren't really like something that you need to be in the house for. You can do recaps in the fucking forest if you have a chessboard and a camera. Yeah, well, we did that. We filmed real interactions, and it'll go on the vlog and stuff, but I still think it would have been so much fun if we were able to, like, plan out content with each other. So, yeah, I mean, that's the issue. Like, there's no off-the-board content because it's, like, we're dead. We're dead after. Like, you'll see some off-the-board content in the vlogs, but a lot of it is just gonna be people crying. No, I think Alex will cut it out. I think Andrea has a plan to make, like, a dark side of chess video or something where it's the other side. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be a couple of different edits. There's gonna be, like, all the funny edits, and then there's gonna be a crying montage. There's literally gonna be a crying montage. Which is cool. It's cool. No, it's a good time. Yeah. No, I mean, I think it was really important to lighten up the mood. Also, thank you so much for the 100 gifted subs earlier. It's still going off. I appreciate it. Everybody cried. That's all I'm gonna say. Dude! I was telling people this. During the Blitz tournament, yeah, even Jen did. During the Blitz tournament, I was trying to tell everybody that it's so pretty outside. Why on earth are we not just playing this tournament outside? It was so pretty. I was the only person that had a stream set up outside. So, yeah, I was like, for real. Well, there was shade. We would be able to get the board set up. But anyways, we're gonna have so much more, like, Blitz content and stuff coming out. No, we didn't try to play. Oh, yeah, the Botez is set up. I think overheated. I mean, I don't feel like Jen is really that much of a new kid. Like, Jen and I have hung out for a very long time. But, everybody was so much happier. I did point out how pale Anna was. I think Anna literally went sunbathing more times than she would have if I didn't tell her that. And I feel kind of bad. Like, after tournaments, like, after games and stuff, I would just see Anna out on, like, we had a really big yard, and she would just be on, like, the sofa on the far end of the yard, and I feel really bad. I was just saying that. I apologize to Anna. No, she looks great. It's not her fault. Yeah. I'm still sick. She just got a really bad sunburn in Spain. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough out there for her, for sure. But I think this event was a really good learning experience for myself personally, and I hope everybody else, you know, super enjoyed it. Yeah, like, I really hope you guys all enjoyed it. I think it was a good experience. So, it was cool. It was really cool. Would I set up a chess camp myself? If I was to set up a chess camp, I would do it very differently. Probably with a lot less chess, but anyways. It would probably be more like camp. Hey Brusco, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Welcome to the pool party. Yeah. Camp might be in some slight quotation marks. Yes, I would do a glamping, like, event or something. I would definitely do glamping. Yeah. Like, it would be, we would have some chess, but it would be fun chess. And it would be like stuff like blitz chess, bullet chess, shot chess. It would probably be like, there would probably be like cooking. There would probably be like s'mores. I would once again just do it very, very different. Which, once again, I don't think, like, it's cool how Alex did it. And I think it was very successful. So, that's good. I think co-ed's a lot tougher. Co-ed is way, 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 way tougher. Like, having to get guys set up, like... Because one of the nice things about it being all girls was that we were able to just... like... show up. Not feel creeped out. Not, like, worry. Like, we would... Yeah, it's very different, like, I think, hanging out with all girls. There were a couple of guys around, obviously, but they were all either really close friends or hired, or, like, Papa Botez. So, like, it just didn't really matter. But I definitely think that, like, if we were going to do a co-ed one, it would be girls and guys in, like, 2 different houses or something. Because it just feels so much more natural. No, it's just, like... I'm not saying anybody is a creep. It's just a totally different atmosphere. It's just a very, very, very different atmosphere. It would be a very different atmosphere. Hey, Vic, thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, it was just kind of nice being able to, like... Because I shared a bathroom with Jen. It was kind of nice just being able to run in a towel from... the bathroom to my room, because my room didn't connect to a bathroom, so I had to go through the hallway and not worry about that. And, like, if we were at the beach and somebody wanted to just jump in the water, they wouldn't have to feel self-conscious about it. Like, you can just, like, if you have your bikini on underneath, you just take your shirt off and you jump in the water and you don't have to think about it. Like, there's just a lot of shit like that. Like, I was constantly walking around with no shoes on. I was constantly, like, everybody's in... like, no bras, big tank top, like, big t-shirt, not... Like, there's just so much less things you think you, like, worry about when it's just all girls and all that stuff. But it's just, like... I don't know. I really like that it was all girls. I would be very open to there being guys as well. I just think that the place would look a little different. Oh, Andrea got us all slippers. Oh my gosh. Wait. Not only did Andrea get us all slippers, Andrea was in charge of preparing the goodie bags. Like, we all got gifts. And this was in all of our... I lost my slippers. This was in all of our goodie bags. Literally. I think Vila was the one that had to actually go, like, online and get these for us. But this was in all of our goodie bags. Vila's the one that was actually in charge. And then obviously we all got pineapple shirts, which is also really cool. These are actually, like, kind of nice. These are kind of nice quality pineapple shirts, I'm not gonna lie. So we all got this. We got this. We also got... Well, this is obviously for girls. This is blotting paper. This basically, like, absorbs, like, oil on your face. So... and then Andrea also got us a candle. My scent was Fresh Rose. It smells really good. I actually like it. And then she also got us all beauty blenders. Oh, and I never even opened the card that Andrea got for me. But yeah, these are all gifts from Andrea. I know, I didn't even notice. Aww. Oh my god. Wait, I should have read this before the tournament. Oh, this is so cute. Dear Nemo, thank you for coming to our tournament despite hating classical chess, lol. You're a fucking badass who has it all, and I hope you never forget that, even if you go through mental health challenges. Who doesn't? Your ability to be good at everything and look beautiful and stylish while doing it is unparalleled. Please don't beat us too bad. Love, Alex and Andrea. That's actually so cute. Aww. Well, this is gonna go on my back where I have all my little... No, I think it's Alex's handwriting. It might be from Alex, but it's going in the back. It's going in the back of my stream room. This is actually so cute. No, like I said, I love Alex. I love Andrea. They honestly did such an amazing job hosting the event. And the event was really fun despite everybody being so stressed out. Andrea ended up in the hospital. Despite everything, it was a wonderful, wonderful event. And I think that they deserve all of the love and all of the appreciation. They really do. Just because I don't personally like a format does not mean that I don't enjoy the event as a whole. And I definitely did enjoy the event as a whole. Yeah, Andrea unfortunately ended up in the hospital. I'm not even really sure why, actually. Like, I super appreciate being invited despite everybody knowing how I feel about classical chess. I think it was a fantastic learning experience for myself personally. We got some beads and pineapple shirt out of it, at least. I mean, I definitely don't think that the event really sold classical chess to anybody, unfortunately. You know? Like, I don't think people watching the streams will be like, oh man, classical chess looks like so much fun. I am ready to be a classical chess player for the rest of my life. But I do think that people that watch would be like, you know, wow, it takes a lot of strength to play classical chess. And it's really cool that there are girls doing this, you know, game when you don't see that much female representation. And I think that it goes to show that also for some people... Oh, my cat's trying to enter. 1 second. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you want to come in? Hi. This is my kitty cat. Oh, he doesn't hate it. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, now he's just in my chair. I thought he would move once I picked him up and put him in the chair. But he's just like mine now. Oh, there he goes. He's the better streamer for sure. His lordship Catsko. He's really, 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 really cute. But he's very beautiful. He really is. Not like necessarily like aesthetics wise, like a beautiful cat. But I think he's a great cat. He's a very, very nice cat. Aren't you, buddy? Catsko should have done commentary. Oh, that would have been great. No, but seriously, I think the event was very well done. I think despite having troubles the very first day when it comes to the opening ceremony, I think it would have helped had Catsko. Yeah, for sure. Definitely would have helped, but then Katsuko would have eaten Squeak, and then I would have gotten kicked out of the house, and Alex would have unfriended me. So, like, Squeak would have not lived. No, he's super cute. He's adorable. Yeah, what a cutie. What a cutie. I'm worried that he's gonna bite me. He does scratch me, but also all cats sort of scratch. It's on me. Oh god. I'm dying. Cat. I mean, there is a chance there is a chance that Katsuko would not eat Squeak. Because I don't think he really wants to kill animals, but yeah. I'm having cough drops. I've been having cough drops. It is very persistent. I've been really trying. I was drinking so much honey, tea, and lemon at the event. I was doing my inhaler every 4 hours. It was tough. It was really tough. He doesn't really want to, like, harm insects or anything. So, honestly, it is what it is. But, okay. No, I don't think I'm allergic to my cat. Because this started as a result of me being sick. I just have asthma. Hi. Hi. Hello. Belly rubs. Yeah. Belly rubs. I have. I saw a doctor before I came. Or sorry, went to the tournament. And they said it would be done in like 3-4 days, and it was not. So. Yay! So much for being better. But hopefully I'll actually get better. Yeah. Aw, that sucks, Astio. I don't think I'm allergic at all. I really, really do not think I am allergic. I'm a big fan of my cat. And I don't think any of this are symptoms to it. Like, I was coughing so much while in LA. And, like, oh my gosh, buddy. Buddy almost fell off the table. Yes, correct. Oh, he actually fell. Very graceful. Very graceful. But yeah, anyways, I think cats are great. I think everybody needs a cat in their life. Or everybody needs, like, a pet in their life. All the symptoms of the cold are gone. Also, I'm gonna cut my YouTube stream. So YouTube guys, if you want to watch, come over to Twitch, because I'm gonna start playing poker. Bye YouTube.